Welcome to What Comes Before Seconds. So, we know about seconds, minutes, and hours, but what comes before seconds? This is part 2 of another video I made called What Comes Before Hours, and I'm making this because that thing got insanely popular. So, yep, that's part 2 of that. Basically a prequel, honestly. Not really part 2, more like part 0, but whatever. So what does come before seconds? So we know about our casual seconds, minutes, hours, dilits, and they go up in multiples of 60. But what comes before seconds? So to get to know what comes before seconds, we need to divide by 60, because these are just magnitudes of 60. So you might think we could use thirds, because a lot of people use thirds, like a lot of different languages use thirds that come before seconds. So a third would be a 60th of a second, and then a fourth would be a 60th of a third, and so on. But this isn't actually what I'm going to do, because this is just kind of boring to me, to be honest. So instead, what I'm going to use is what a lot of you have just suggested: rays. So many people in my comment section have said that they wanted rays. So rays is 1/60th of a second. The reason rays works is because if we take a number like, a time unit, like a secondio ray, we know that the secondio implies as the 1 or the 10, and then the ray is just a 0. So the ray is like nothingness. And it's the same principle for minuta ray and everything else. So ray is just 0, it only makes sense. So a ray is 0th time unit, 16.7 milliseconds, and 1/60th of a second. So I've made a bunch of names of what comes before rays, like a doses, which is the negative first time unit, is the 277.8 microseconds, and 1/3600th of a second. We have an etonym, which is the negative second time unit, 4.7 microseconds, and 1/216,000th of a second. A row, which is the negative third time unit, 77.2 nanoseconds, and 1/12,960,000th of a second. We have a talid, which is the negative fourth time unit, 1.3 nanoseconds, and 1/777,600,000th of a second. We have a nesf, which is the negative fifth time unit, 21.4 picoseconds, and 146,656,600,000th of a second. We have a dion, which is a negative 6 time unit, 357.2 femtoseconds, and 1,2,799,360,000,000th of a second. We have a fen, which is a negative 7th time unit, 6 femtoseconds, and 1,167,961,600,000,000th of a second. For some reason, I decided to remove the commas here, so this is just too hard to read out. This is a sutla, the negative 8th time unit, 99.2 attoseconds. The nedak is the negative 9th time unit, 1.7 attoseconds. And then we get to something called a yardoseza. We're doing the exact same thing we did for the positive ones, because we have this empty space. You see that the order of the words is flipped around, because these are negatives, so it has to be special. So, this is the negative 10th time unit, 27.6 zeptoseconds, and however many this is. So we know that this doseza means negative 10, so this is technically negative 0. Doesn't really make sense, but whatever. So then we have a doseza, doses, and you see how this goes. We're doing the same thing as the other video. So this is a negative 11th time unit and 459.4 yoctoseconds. So then we can just do this whole thing all over again, up to a yar etunima, which is a negative 20th time unit. So we're just doing the same thing all over again, just by adding a to the end. So there are some exceptions, like for sutla, it's sutlia, and for nesf, it's nesva. So yeah, eventually we get to the negative 100th time unit, a nardoseza. Then the negative 1,000th time unit, a mg doseza. And then an mg yardoseza being the negative 10,000th time unit. So yeah, we're just doing the same thing. So we can make this new formula where the nth time unit is 60 to the power of n rays, just to make it look more simple compared to 60 to the power of n minus 1 seconds. So just for fun, what's an mg Cesar? Well, that's a negative 1 billionth time unit, 10 to the power of negative 1,778,151,250 seconds, 10 to the power of negative 1,778,151,206.7 Planck times is also equal to 10 duodeconta penta hecti megi heptesi hepta conta kilitreocta conta seconds. Also, I can't do the Illian system for how many seconds there are because you can't have negative Illians as far as I'm aware. So, yep. Now, another thing I want to say. A secondio gemmy is just too many gemmies, as you literally just heard me say. So, what we can do to simplify this is secondio gemmy to the power of 8. So, we're using exponents to show how many gemmies there are. So, power to 9 would be 9 gemmies. And we can just do that. So, a lot of people in my comment section have asked me to do that. But one of the main people was Kappa2K. Kappa2K made this super cool Scratch project, but a lot of people thought that I made it, even though I literally mentioned them twice in the video that it was made by them and not made by me at all. So, yep, that's pretty much everything I have to say, but if you've seen my other videos, you'll know that's not truly the end, because we have fan mail. So for fan mail, I've already talked about Kappa2K, and there are some other people that have made fan art for me that I want to talk about. Fan mail, sorry. So first of all, from Gabber15Yella, I think we've already had fan mail from her in the Expanding the Roman numeral series, but whatever. So we have 2 parts of an extension for what comes after hours. Not 1, but 2 parts. The craziest thing is that the first video was made like 2 hours after I posted the actual normal video. It's insane. But anyway, it's this whole like little Roblox video. It's like really cool. You can pause it to actually like see what they made. It's really cool. So, and lastly, last but not least, definitely not least, from Kilm43 on Scratch, we have an entire studio made of fan-made projects for what comes after hours. It's insane. A whole studio. Like how? One of my favorite projects from this is probably the fan-made what comes in 4 seconds, because I'm literally making the official one as we speak. So yeah, that's really cool. That's all the fan mail. So one last thing I want to say before I end this video. You might know that I made this poll about what video you guys want more. And a lot of you said that you want part 6 of Expanding the Roman numerals more. But the what becomes before seconds and what comes after hours series are a lot easier to make because they're a lot shorter. And also, 73,000 views on that video. That's insane! Part 1 of Expanding the Roman numerals only got like, what, 18k? And 73,000! It's just insane. So, yep, I guess that concludes this video. So, bye! Wait, why is Rhythm Journey not playing? Oh, whatever. Check out these videos.